Alright guys, here we are, the new Aero-Evolution. So I'm going to try and talk you through some of the features to it, explain them to you a little bit more. As you can tell, the one solid seat, these are the leg supports. So these run underneath here, this section is padded, run underneath here, and as you can tell, I have them set loose. I don't like the pressure pulling up on the bottom of my legs. Now, there's plenty of length in here. So for example, if you wear heavy bibs late season, you can really put the slack in there so you don't feel that pressure. You can also pull them tight and get that little bit of lift on the back of your legs with you like the support. You look at this strap. This is the strap that comes up, and this is the strap that forms the loop, if you'll remember in the other video. So it comes up, it actually runs underneath or behind this strap that comes through right here, goes up through the paw, forms a loop, and is adjustable. Now, what this particular strap does is this strap will adjust how much is felt between the butt and the belt. So, for example, if I was to let this strap out, what that would do is that would make this longer. So, that would allow this to pivot. So the weight would shift from my butt to my back. If I was to make this shorter, it would do the opposite. It would move the weight from my belt to my butt. Because it's short, it's bringing this point from here to here, which in turn is bringing the butt up. Or if I loosen that, it's bringing the butt down, which is putting more of the weight towards the back. So, for setting this up, my recommendation is I would set the strap to the paw, from the belt to the paw, wherever you want it. And then start, see, like right there, there's almost no weight on the belt whatsoever. So what I would do is I would basically just slowly adjust that out until I get to that point where I found the balance for me between weight on my butt and weight on my back. Now, back to the padding part. This section is padded. This section right here is padded. This section right here is padded. The padding in the back stops right here. So you can see we've only strategically padded the areas that make the most contact and most pressure for your body, because we have a strap pulling here, pulling here, pulling here. So everywhere a strap pulls across a point of your body, which would be your hips, farthest point out, we've put padding built into it, versus having to buy a $50 pad for the belt and the legs. It comes built in now, so you don't have to worry about that added cost. You have the plastic D-loops. I left my bag in the house, so I don't have it with me. But, for example, you could hook your bag right there. So when you have your tree strap not being used, you can stuff it inside that bag, pull the drawstring tight, it hangs there. For example, here's my lineman's belt. If I had a bag on that side, I could stuff it in there and it would hang, because typically mine would hang right here. It's a little farther forward, no big deal. This strap that comes from here, it comes around, it goes in between here, and there's a buckle in the middle. And what this buckle does, there's two buckles in the front. There's the load-bearing buckle that comes from here, and then there's a smaller 1-inch buckle that comes from here. And what it does is it actually pulls everything from here in. So I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to unbuckle the buckle, and I want you to watch where this paw moves to. So you can see that paw jumps out. So what this does is this gives you the ability, if you want it, to bring the pressure more from the outside of your hips around your hips. So it brings this together. Also, one thing that it does, that I think is the coolest thing about it, is it locks this lower section to your body. So with the other competitors that were out there, you were constantly, during a hunt, you were pulling it back down. It kept riding up. There was nothing to lock it on your lower section. With this, you have the point that locks the belt, your load-bearing buckle. Then you have this small 1-inch buckle that comes around the middle and locks. So when I stand up, it just pivots. It doesn't slide up or down. You'll notice the bridge. Let me lengthen my tree strap so I can show this a little bit better. Everything this year was changed to Blake's hitch. So you'll notice I'm way out specs, but I did this for a reason. I'm going to show you. Coming through the paw, goes up to the Blake's hitch. This is the tag end. Right now I'm not using the Blake's hitch, but I'm about to show you the use of that. So, for example, say I wanted a shorter bridge. Grab the tag end of this, and all I have to do is pull up. And you can see how that's shortened. Now, you will notice there's rope there. So as I pull this up, when I let go, I am going to come back down some. So I don't recommend just letting go of that rope. I would slowly let it back down, and again, it's going to catch you. You want to go back down? This is a great thing about a Blake's hitch. 2 fingers, pull down. So you'll see there's a stopper knot on here as well as the Blake's hitch. So it stops. Even if I pull that Blake's hitch down, I'm not going any farther down. So again, grab this. If you're strong enough, you can probably pull yourself up. I'm not that strong, but you can set it where you want it. You can run a long tree strap, short bridge, long bridge, short tree strap. You know, again, it's your personal preference. So I run just the opposite. I run a mid-length tree strap with a long bridge. So those are the main features. Hopefully you guys like what you see. Been working on this since about November of this year, or last year, I guess. So we'll see what happens.